Hello everybody, we're here today to have a very quick chat about the London LED Summit. This takes place during London Digital Signage Week on Tuesday, May the 18th at Samsung's King's Cross Experience Centre. With me to have a quick chat about this is Jenny Hicks. Hello Jenny.
Hello Adrian.
Jenny is a 10-year plus veteran, I think, at Midwich Group.
Yes, that's a secret. We shouldn't have put that one out there.
Okay.
Yes, I've been with the Midwich Group nearly 10 years, and I'm the Group Head of Technology in my current role.
And you're based quite near us, I think, down in, where are you based? Midwich.
I'm actually in Norfolk, up by our head office, but I spend a lot of time at our new facility in Bracknell Innovation House, where we've recently opened an experience centre for the channel.
That's right. Okay, I'm confusing myself then. So yes, Innovation House is for those people who are attending London Digital Signage Week. PSCo and Midwich are holding two specific digital signage days on the Wednesday and the Thursday in Bracknell. That's the bit that's close to us. Norfolk's a bit further away.
Right. Yes. Norfolk's quite far away from everyone. So, but no, really great opportunity to pair up with London Digital Signage Week, and it will be one of the first real opportunities to properly open the doors for us to Innovation House, which is full of signage. So really great, and I hope people can come and see it.
Yeah, there's a link on our website, and we'll give the link a bit later on in the YouTube video clip of where you can sign up for the innovation tours. They're doing a couple of tours every hour or so. Obviously, social distancing is top of mind. I think there's going to be food trucks outside of Innovation House as well, so you can eat and drink safely outside. So it should be good. And we've heard good things about Innovation House, so we're looking forward to that. The other thing that Jenny's kindly agreed to do, this is the first time Jenny has spoken at one of our events, which is really exciting for us. The LED Summit, we've got some great speakers. Jenny's up second, I think, after Bob Cronman. So you've got big feet to follow because he really is the guru of the LED industry. But I'm sure you'll be fine. Now, you said you were going to talk about, we've got a title here, I'm going to read it. Can LED keep up with the innovative trends in digital signage? So tell us a little bit about that then, Jenny, please.
Definitely. Well, obviously, I don't want to go toe-to-toe with Bob. So I am going to focus quite heavily on the user trends that we've seen in digital signage, the current trends that are in place. So connected experiences, interactivity, and how that's not just touch anymore. So sensors, gesture, own device and voice, which is very exciting. Those increasing resolutions, bigger and brighter canvases and immersive spaces, mirrors, transparency, everything that we're seeing that's really fresh and current in retail stores of the future and museums and exciting signage. And then we'll focus really on, can LED successfully lend itself to those? Can it keep up with those trends? So we've seen lots of evolution, haven't we, in LED? We're starting to see transparent solutions and films. The micro LED movement I want to touch on because that brings us much closer to what we're used to with LCD technologies. So yes, we'll be looking at that and looking at the pros and cons of working with all technologies, not just traditional displays, but also projection, which is still a popular choice for signage in some settings as well. And I hope to be able to bring some insights. We're not analysts, but as a distributor, we're in a great position to watch the transition from LCD over to LED, and we can certainly hint at what we've seen in terms of the growth and that transition from our side around video walls and projection versus LED, and maybe harbour a few guesses for the delegates as to when we think we'll really see that shift over from one to the other.
That's interesting. Now, again, just going back to Innovation House, I think it's one of the, it's definitely the only showroom in the UK. It may be the only showroom in Europe that allows you to compare different types of product. I mean, everybody else just has their own showroom, so each one is vendor specific. Yours isn't. So you've probably got some good insights from that as well.
Yes.
What's your thoughts then about the death of LCD video walls? Have they really gone now, or is there still a need for them somewhere?
I think they're gone. I don't think they're gone in the same way that, people still hunt for Blu-ray players, despite the fact that Netflix and Sky and video on demand and so on exist. So we're certainly not there yet, and maybe this is something our delegates will want to hear about on the day. We still see huge business in video wall and other large canvas displays, and we're seeing manufacturers still bringing out bigger single displays today as well, and higher resolution. So I think that video walls are going to be around for a really long time because the evolution of resolution is too fast for some of our other technologies. So there's a limit, of course, with LED at the moment with the pixel pitch as to how big we would need to be for certain resolutions. And all the while that drive is there for us to see content almost better than the human eye can see it in the flesh, then there's always going to be a space for it. And we've been talking for years now, Adrian, about the death of projection, and that certainly hasn't come from what we see yet. So I wouldn't be worried if I was working for a video wall manufacturer. I think the two will ride alongside each other quite nicely, but certainly the technology behind LED and whether we start to see that in panels. We already see a lot of kits that go out ready-made for people, where they're not working on a sort of wall tiled version anymore. That's already happening. So we're firmly on the start, or probably right in the middle actually of the transition. But I don't think we'll be saying goodbye to any of our typical signage display technologies for some time.
Right. Okay. Last question. OLED then. There's one particular manufacturer that promotes OLED above all else. I mean, what's your thoughts? Have you seen it being used in the flesh a lot, or where's OLED going or coming from?
I mean, the beauty of OLED is quite literally the flexibility of the solution. So I think that where we see OLED really shooting forward is with those innovative solutions, probably from that manufacturer that you alluded to, and in transparency, in rollable, in wallpaper style solutions. And that is exciting because that blends the two. So the creativity and the size and bespoke aspect ratios that you can create with direct view LED, when we're working with OLED, with certain types of that technology, we're able to do the same, but we're not compromising the resolution at the moment. So I certainly think that LED is going to catch up there. OLED for me is just a great experience with the different ways that we can use it, and it's very, very impressive technology. But I'll touch a little bit on the day at the LED Summit of how the similarities between OLED and micro LED technology maybe make us that bit closer to that transition than we realise.
Brilliant. Okay, well, thanks, Jenny. So just to remind everybody who's viewing this little tease about what's going on, the London LED Summit takes place on Tuesday, May the 18th. It's an in-person event. I think it's the first in-person event, certainly in Europe, for about 450 days since we all left ISE 2020 on February the 14th last year. It is in person. Our speakers will be there live, all of them. There will be a small audience, social distancing, etc. But we're also about to announce that we will be streaming the whole event live on YouTube. So anybody who wants to see Jenny and listen to Jenny and our other speakers, Bob Cronman, we've got two guys, former H&M retail digital signage experts, and we've got Dan Horgan from, I always think he's from RMG Networks, that's where he used to be before, from YCD Multimedia. So we will be announcing the stream in the next couple of weeks. So Jenny, thank you for your time. We'll let you go back to your lovely home office. Jenny's just moved, and that's all just been set up in the last 24 hours. So thanks for doing that for us, Jenny.
No problem.